Hey, I just wanted to do a quick little walkthrough. Some things have changed. I got some new stuff in the ground, and you know, it's July, so stuff is really growing fast. So let's go ahead. So first thing that I'm super happy about is the calla lilies are starting to come out in these pots, and they're so pretty. That's a little red one. I love those. They're really pretty. This pot is just slightly behind, but there actually are some flowers coming up in there too. Also have caladiums in these pots, which are a little bit later in the summer. But those will look really beautiful when they come up. Everything out here looks really nice. We haven't had just a whole ton of warm weather, but we're staying kind of mid-70s, which, although it's keeping stuff kind of going a little bit slower, it's nice because like the bleeding hearts aren't entirely dead yet. I'm going to be cutting them back soon, but for the most part they don't look bad, and so I have a little bit of foliage in there, and I don't have to worry about empty spots, which of course I have a lot of empty space out here in the front with everything being new. But everything that I have put in is taking really well. This side looks nice. I don't have a whole bunch in here. I just haven't made any decisions yet, so we'll see. We'll see as the year goes on. This little primrose does not realize that it's not fully spring and is just blooming away. So that's nice. And then these are the Serendipity alliums. These are going to be so cute. I can't wait for these to open up. They'd be like little Dr. Seussy pom-poms and Dr. Seuss trees. Otherwise, like I said, everything out here is taking really well. We've had good rain, and it all looks good. So the biggest change out here is that I got the spirea in the ground. It's blooming so pretty. So now of course I forget what type of spirea this is, but it only gets about 3 feet or so tall and wide. So it'll be nice right here just to give a little block to the porch, which of course I'm not going to block off in case I ever need to get under there. We need to have access to different things, so I'm not even going to ever put any lattice there or anything like that. But so that'll give sort of a nice block there. And then the iris will come in and the lilies and everything, but you need to have something not too tall so that you can use the swing, which gets used pretty much every day by Lily. She really loves it. And then the dahlias in here, the little pom-pom dahlias, are doing great. They took really nicely, and so did the trilobas. The Triloba rudbeckias are getting some good growth on them. They're nice and green. They seem very happy. This little dahlia is getting eaten, but it'll survive. I haven't finished this out yet. I thought I was going to get to it the other day, but then I just decided to take it easy. So there's just no rush really. So that's the rest of the pom-pom dahlias and the triloba there. And then this is Monarda. Again, it's been in its little grow bag for a long time, but it's got a ton of growth down there, so I think it'll be fine. And these are some echinaceas, so that stuff needs to get in the ground here soon. There's the hose. Porch looks good. I have my living room rug out here. I gotta spray it down because it's just covered in dog and cat hair. Everything up here is really pretty. The colors are nice and vibrant. This petunia, I don't remember what this one was. I don't think I stuck anything in the... No. It's a monster. It's a monster. It just wants to take over these pots. It's beautiful. And then I have sweet potato vine in here, which is holding its own. And then this little petunia, honey, I think it's called honey. That is also holding its own. And then I also have some eucalyptus in here that I started from seed this winter. That is trying hard to hold its own. The cannas are coming out. I'm super excited about that. Those are going to be beautiful. I feel like they might not come out if they might not flower if we don't get some better heat, but we'll see. And then the hydrangeas back here are starting to put on some buds. And I've even got a dahlia that is getting some color on it. This is big orange or giant orange, something along those lines. I got it at Walmart this year. That's the new phlox and dianthus for the front yard. These 4 right here are also pon dahlias, and you can see this one actually has a few buds on it. So I'm excited. So they're like the little like ball type dahlias. So I did a lot of dinner plates last year, which was nice. They're beautiful, but I'd like to have something that fits in a bouquet a little bit better. These ones are Star Child. These were really beautiful in the catalog, so I'm excited to see them. They're white. And then this one is winter tag. Oh, there you are. Cornell Bronze. So I'm excited to see that one too. And then the little Rebecchias in the front of each of these trellises are starting to get blooms on them. This guy is hidden by the tomatoes, but getting some blooms. Oh, lots of paste tomatoes in here. Everything is coming on really nice. I love the way the paste tomatoes look. Basil's doing good in here. No issues. This hollyhock is trying to catch up. I'm gonna have tons of blooms on the hollyhocks this year. It's gonna be really, really pretty. It's kind of got me thinking about maybe getting some others. And then here's the begonias on the dog kennel. They're doing great. They really like it over here. Lily had one of her containers kind of failed, so she restarted it with some other plants that we had just kind of up on the porch that needed to get in somewhere. So there's pansies in here. I always want to call this lamb's ears, but it's not. It's dang it, that'll come to me. And then there's a couple of little up top nasturtiums in there. Her profusion zinnias are starting to do really beautiful.
You got the day off, Sarah? Are you all done?
I'm all done. I get done at 3:30.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so now I'm making a little video for the family. Showing them how the garden's going.
Oh, it looks great from here.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
That's good.
Yeah, so that's Tom. That's Tom, the neighbor. He's fantastic. But yeah, these are all doing really well. And then This one is gonna be like the big, beautiful. I actually had to tie these up. We got, when we were getting that ton of rain and wind over the last week. Well, not last week, but like at the beginning of last week and the end of the week before, we got a few storms that were really crazy. So I had to come in and just put a couple of things in there to keep those from getting broken. These baskets are doing really beautiful. So I got these on clearance at Walmart, of course. They're Proven Winners baskets. They were all put together. They just need to be trimmed back, and they're flushing out really nice. So those are pretty. And the poppies. The poppies are in bloom. I'm super excited. So again, I still don't even remember what the heck these poppies are. Maybe rattle something? But so these are the great big seed pods that they get. So I'm going to cut these and kind of dry them to have just something else in the dry bouquets over the winter. But these are really pretty. They're actually kind of closed up right now because it's getting a little overcast. Basil, beautiful. I think this is the cinnamon basil. Let me see. Yeah, that is good. Right in here with the strawberries. You can see the strawberries are doing really beautifully. Lily has been keeping them picked. Those are the Seascape strawberries. They've done really well. Zinnias. Something coming in here and eating them. I actually did come in and kind of trim some of them too, because they're starting to put on flower heads, but they're just like a single stem, so I need them to kind of bush out a little bit. The Thornburns terracotta is doing really well. They're really pretty too. Got kind of like a little streaking to them. Just a little bit of ribbing. They're pretty. Cucumbers are going for it. I'm excited. We're gonna have good cucumber harvest this year, which is great since we didn't have anything last year really. And I've got cucumbers in here too to go up this trellis. So we'll have cucumbers there. We'll have cucumbers on this trellis and on this trellis, even this little cucumber. I actually had to, there was another plant here, but it died. It got eaten before I could get any kind of height on it. So I had to take this one from over here, which of course I had overseeded, because you just never know when you're going to need other plants, and transplanted it over. So it's taking a little bit of extra time, but it's still growing. So that's kind of nice, because cucumbers it's always a chance they're gonna fail if you transplant them. But there's some more of the Thornburns terracotta. They're really pretty. Really pretty. This little dahlia is doing fantastic. The colors are gorgeous. Glad I stuck that in there. Oh, more strawberries here. These strawberries are the Proven Winners. Buried Treasure Red and Buried Treasure Pink. And then more poppies right here. These poppies are so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. They're really beautiful. I'll have to try and get some of them when they're open. They're open really beautifully in the morning. So like at least get a picture to send you guys. And we're super excited because we came out a few days ago and the flower on this fruit was open, and there was a male flower open that had opened in the same day. So I'm pretty sure that this definitely got pollinated, and we'll be eating squash soon, which is very, 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 very exciting. And besides the strawberries, first thing we get out of the garden this year. Bunch of sunflowers in here. This was where I originally had seeded a bunch of sunflowers. But something came in and ate all the seeds. Nothing came up except for this one right here because something ate them all. So I went in and reseeded it, and whatever had snacked there before didn't snack again, so that's good. This little squash is starting to get a ton of little fruit on it too. Cosmos are popping up in here. There's a nasturtium tucked in. These are the status that I started from seed. Some of them are starting to get little flower buds on them. Some of them are just getting going now that I put them in the ground. And then I have a few little celosias in here as well that I had started from seed, but didn't get in on time. So they'll get there. There's plenty of time left in the year. A few more zinnias here. This one's doing really well. And then I did put the yellow daylilies in this spot right here. So the only thing that grows in this spot, so this is my garden bed, and then this is Tom's driveway, kind of like they have railroad ties here for their driveway. And the only thing that grows in between there is dandelions, and I can't fit a lawnmower in there, and I can't bring myself to buy a weed whacker because they're all just pieces of crap in my opinion. And they're a pain in the ass. So I just put daylilies in there, and these are really pretty soft yellow. It looks really pretty from the porch too, so they're cheery. And then there are a few sunflowers coming up in here, and then I also seeded sunflowers in here as well that are coming up. The stalk is starting to flower. It's beautiful. It smells amazing. Got a few cosmos. I think that this is maybe Xenos or even apricota. It's not exactly white. It's like a creamy color. It's very, very, very pretty. This plant here is another paste, the 10 fingers like I have over on the trellises over there, the cattle panel trellises, much to Lily's dismay, because I thought that these were the rosellas, but they're not. So she's sad because we don't have any cherry tomatoes, but we do have cherry tomatoes. They're just not the ones that she absolutely wanted. This parsley overwintered and did great, but it's definitely trying to go to flower now. So I'm just going to let it. I was fighting it, but you can see, I mean, it just really wants to flower. So I figured the butterflies will like it. So I'm going to go ahead and let it. A few more cosmos in here. More Thornborn's terracotta. Chamomile. This is stuff I started from seed and left in its little containers too long. Just got these in this past weekend, so they seem fine. They seem to have taken just fine. Green beans. The green beans are going for it on these trellises pretty soon. These trellises will be covered up, and that'll be beautiful to see. This is sage. Smells good, smells good. This zinnia is probably my best looking zinnia. It just, for whatever reason, is not getting eaten the way the other ones are. So that'll be beautiful. These are the Gina Lee tomatoes. Now, I've had some issues with these seeds. I got them from a company called Southern Exposure, and I started a bunch of them last year, and none of them survived at all. The plants themselves didn't survive at all. So this one, so Lily was like, "Oh, try it again," and I was really disappointed. But I was like, "Okay, I'll try it again." And I just planted 2 seeds, and one I've been able to keep alive. It looks like it's flowering. but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if how many tomatoes it gets. I don't know. The plant is healthy, so at least I got that. But I don't know if it's going to produce or not. I was disappointed with the seeds. This Cosmos is past its prime, but this is a Seashells White. And we have this stalk here. Really, really pretty color. And they all have that like clove smell. It's so yummy. And these are from Baker Creek. So I don't know if I talked about that, but these are like, you know how Baker Creek had the stock on their cover of their catalog this year. I just couldn't resist, and I bought a few different kinds. These are, this one and that little one in there are the Cherokee Carbons. Really, really good tomatoes. I got these seeds from Botanical Interest. Like I said, they came late. It's the only place I've ever seen seeds for the Cherokee Carbon. They came late. I got them started late and kind of in the ground late, but I think we'll still be able to have a good harvest of fruit off of those too. That one is doing much better than this one, and I'm not really sure why. But let me get these nasturtiums out of here. I'm not really sure why, but it seems it's still kicking, so I'm gonna leave it. This squash is a little slower. The straw flowers came in this weekend and trimmed them all back to get some good branching. I think these are gonna do just fine. Can't wait. I'm gonna be pulling up the garlic soon. We're starting to get browning on the bottom leaves. So maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe next weekend I'll pull these up, and then I'll have a whole bed to fill again. But we'll have a little garlic harvest video. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on out here. Everything's starting to do the leaps and bounds growing, even though we're not getting very hot. And so these are the cherry tomatoes that I was talking about. These are the berries, crazy cherries. I have them in the topsy-turvy, so I don't think they'll get as like they're supposed to get like hundreds of flowers on one little thing, but because I have them in the topsy-turvies, I don't think we're gonna see that, but we'll still get a decent amount of cherry tomatoes off of those. The lettuce is still really beautiful. In the green stalks, unfortunately, Lily, she went through and she planted a bunch of green beans, bush beans in here, plus the cucumbers, but for whatever reason, none of the green beans came up, just a few. So we did two kinds. The it was like a mellow yellow or something, and heavyweight from Burpee. They're both from Burpee, but the seeds were older on both of them. Like I think the heavyweights were maybe even like 5 or 6 years old. So but I didn't have any trouble getting them to germinate last year, but no germination this year, so I had to order some bush beans from Baker Creek, so those will be here soon. And then bush beans only take like 55 days, so we have plenty of time for that. But these little cucumbers are doing great, putting on growth. So those are the pickle bush. And then I also stuck a little bit of celery that I had in these. So here's one of the beans coming on fine. And I stuck some peppers that I had that needed a home in there as well. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so that's the garden today, July 10th. I just wanted to share, mostly wanted to share those poppies with everybody because they're so beautiful. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon this week, I'm sure. Okay, bye.